Hello, so today we are going to be doing the animal mashup project digitally. You're going to want to get yourself to your Keynote app, which looks like this one. It's blue, it's got that white presenter stand. You will click on that app to open it. Once it loads, you are going to be creating a presentation. So you'll hit that plus button that says create presentation. You can choose a theme. I usually just go with one of these basic white ones, but you would be welcome to choose other theme colors if you would prefer, based on what you need. I always start by deleting the text boxes because I'm using this as a drawing and animating surface. Then I go up to the plus and I start adding in my material. Today we're going to be working with both the drawing tools, which are found down at the bottom under this icon that looks like a landscape painting. We're also going to be working with the shape tools, which is the icon right next to it. We're going to be making an animal mashup. Keynote has a really large shape library of animals. So you can scroll through the animals that have been pre-generated by Keynote and pick two that you would like to combine into your very own new creature. So I think I'm going to work with a unicorn today, and I can tap on the corner to make it bigger. Then I'm going to go back to my shape library. I'm going to hit the plus, go back to my shape library, and I'm going to pick a second creature that I want to work with. Dolphin. That sounds like it would be cool. So then I can get my dolphin shape. I can make it bigger. I can rotate it by doing some finger gymnastics, touching with 2 fingers and twisting. And I'm going to overlap them so that they line up. Some of the tools that are available to me if I go over to the paintbrush is I can change the formatting of this shape. So I might want to, under Arrange, click this option, which is to not constrain the proportions. That's then going to allow me to stretch the proportions of my dolphin to maybe make it a little chunkier or just a little bit different proportions, so that when I kind of overlap these two parts of my animal, I can overlap them more cleanly. I might make my unicorn a little bit smaller so that I can really overlap it. Maybe I rotate my unicorn a little bit so that those two shapes are kind of integrating nicely together. Maybe we'll make the unicorn just a little bit smaller. And it's okay if it doesn't integrate perfectly smoothly. The goal is just to kind of make them start to look like they are one shape. I'm going to shrink it down. I think one more time is going to be the trick, or maybe not. We'll just get it close enough. Then I'm going to select both shapes at the same time by tapping on them at the same time. Now I'm going to go back up to the paintbrush, and under Arrange at the bottom I have some different tools to combine my shapes. So I can do this one, which will create just one new whole shape. I have this one, which subtracts the areas that aren't overlapped. This one takes the shape that's in the front, and this one leaves the part that is not overlapped. I want the first one. Now I've got this one new shape, this crazy unicorn dolphin shape. I can rotate it as I see fit. There might be some parts that I'm not as excited about. Maybe I'm not quite so crazy about that. I can add another shape to maybe clean that up a little bit more. Maybe I work with just basic shapes. Basic triangle. I'm going to work with a triangle. And then again, I can do the finger aerobics of selecting both shapes at the same time. I can go down, I can combine them. Now I've got my crazy dolphin unicorn. Another thing that you can do is you can load a fill using an image for your crazy animal shape. So I'm going to hit my home button. I am going to go to the amazing Google, and I'm going to search up some pictures. And we're going to search for, let's maybe do scales, because it's a unicorn mermaid. Now I've got these pretty sparkly scales. Looks pretty exciting. I'm going to press and hold to save the image. Now it's in my photos. Now I'm going to go back to my Keynote. I can select my shape. I'm going to go up to the paintbrush for format. This time I'm going to go to style, which is on the left. I'm going to go down to fill. I'm going to click that little arrow, and I'm going to go over to image, which is on the far right, and then I'm going to click choose image, and I'm going to go from my photos. And if I did it correctly, my saved image is there. Then I can adjust the way that it fits. So right now it's scale to fit, which might be what I want. I might want to stretch it. You can play with the way that you want it to go. Now I've got my crazy unicorn shape, and this is where you're going to go to, whoops-a-daisy, adding a drawing, which is under that landscape shape, add drawing, and you're going to start to create a background for your character to be. So my character is a mermaid unicorn. I can then use my drawing tools to create a cool ocean background. If I draw closed shapes, when I tap in them with my paint, I can fill them. And you can get creative with the way that you do these. You can also use paint maybe they're splashing out of the water. This is just kind of giving you the idea of how you can leverage the tools in Keynote to create a super fabulous work of art. And now I've got the start of a pretty cool work of art. I would then take a screenshot, either using my magic button to take the screenshot, or I would save it to photos using the power and home button to take a screenshot that way. I'll crop it down, save it to photos, and upload it to the amazing Seesaw. I can't wait to see what you create.